If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC25, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC25 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 8% using promo code Inception at checkout. Okay, guys, so we're gonna be checking out some of the SBC players. We'll do the best we can, obviously, because with the patch rolling out, some things will obviously change. More to attacking fluidity, but how the player generally feels when you have the ball, your feet and stuff. We're gonna be taking a look at that stuff anyways, right? So yeah, with the icons, the first card that we are going to be checking out is the Patrick Vieira card, right? This is one of the leaked SBC, so we'll do this video whether he's released or afterwards. Yeah, anyways, this card, Shadow Chemistry Style, is going to be a lengthy player, which is obviously a huge plus. He has good pace, good defending on the card. The thing about this card is that he does have the holding plus as a center mid. So if you are the type of person that likes to play in some sort of like 4-5-1 formation and you're playing him right down the middle, the holding plus could be very beneficial in that specific spot. However, very important to mention that I feel like at this point in the game, you may not always want to work with that in that position, right? It's mainly going to be a CDM type, I would say, but it is nice to have the holding plus to be your more defensive player. Playstyles wise, he does have pinged pass, he's got press proven, he has pretty much all of the defensive capabilities except for the jockey on the card, while also working with a relentless. So the thing about Patrick Vieira is that we're not really going to be testing out a lot of attacking stuff. I can't remember the last time I've taken a strike with my Casemiro card, to be honest, right? Because that's not really the way that you use the card. You use them for passing capabilities, but mainly defensive capabilities, right? So because he has the Intercept Plus, which is one of the bigger playstyles defensively, it is very important to work with that, right? So decent passing, dribbling also in a decent area with good physicality, except for jumping. So a couple of interesting variables here and there. So yeah, we'll see how he ends up performing in game. Hopefully he is a beast. Roll challenge there, good stuff. Nicely done. Good interception. You need that stuff to be good, man. You need that stuff to be good, especially when you're manually using these guys. Good challenge there. Okay. His AI just puts pressure on Mbappe there. Good positioning by Patrick Vieira. I like the way he kind of dropped back there, was really solid. Well positioned. Nice goal. Good stuff, good stuff. Nice, Patrick. No! It was nice, though. Got the angle. I didn't get the timing right there, but the aggressive challenge was nice. Yeah, I saw that little opening there. Just had to occupy it. unlucky. Unlucky, unlucky. Nice challenge. Ooh, what a challenge. Yeah, first two, it's possession based too. Nice. We're good. Back in business. Look at Patrick Vieira's positioning on that, eh? When I overcommitted the player. Nice. Good challenge again. I'll take that. Nicely done. Oh my goodness. We're good. We're good. A little bit too far there for the interception. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Patrick Vieira. So to be honest, with CDMs, there's not really like a whole lot to work with. When you're playing the game normally, the main things that you have to look out for is always general positioning on the pitch and whether or not they have a solid defensive presence. Now, to be fair, when it comes to Patrick Vieira in comparison to Ronaldinho's SBC that should be leaked in the future, probably tomorrow, if anything, right? You have better roles to work with on this card, right? I do personally believe that we are at a point in the game where it is very, very ideal to get players that have role pluses double, right? Like, I feel like it's kind of gotten to that point, especially since we are heading into the Team of the Year stage, because I've been using custom tactics recently. It's going to probably change a little bit, obviously, with the patch and stuff, right? But I do feel like that's really, really important to work with. But regardless, I think with a card like this, if you're looking for a player that is going to offer you a solid defensive presence with a solid physical presence, Patrick Vieira is still going to be a card to look out for, because he does have a very solid defensive presence. I think meta-wise in this game, I don't think like competitive players use actual CDM type players like a Casemiro or a Sissoko or a Patrick Vieira. I think they use like forward and back sort of midfielders for the most part, but we're not pro players, right? And most people play the game very differently. Pro players use a player lock, they use this and that. The first time lobs, very different, right? With Patrick Vieira in the CDM position more specifically, but also center mid for like a 4-5-1 on that holding plus, you just need to see what he's like defensively. And defensively, he's actually very solid because he's really big in game, right? So when you're huge at 6'4", and you have an intercept plus, and then on a shadow, you're maximizing the interceptions while still working with a lengthy, it's still incredibly helpful to work with. Now, SBC-wise, we're here today for the release of the SBC. He's at 1.31 mil, right? So I think as Team of the Year progresses, the price of the cards will probably go down as time progresses. So always be on the lookout for that. I don't know how fodder is going to be, right? But definitely look out for that. But yeah, if you are playing these sort of formations where you do want a solid defensive presence, he's still going to be a really good player. Like, I think when he was initially released, I faced 2 or 3 people that had the card in their team in the higher divisions, and he was very difficult to pass in that CDM role mostly. Like, it was people using like 4-2-3-1s, but there was also one guy using a 4-5-1 down the middle, and he was very, very solid in that position. I never faced this one. This one I never faced, but this one I did. And like I said, because he has the intercept playstyle, it is a really big deal to work with for more defensive qualities on the pitch, right? So if that is what you're looking for a card that, believe it or not, can actually dribble really well from time to time as the tall physical type player, then he's still going to be a very solid choice to go with if that's the type of player that you want in that position. I think for a lot of people, building towards this SBC could be ideal because, I mean, with Sissoko, people would have still used Sissoko, but his links are super hard to work with because it's just French pretty much, right? But this is a card that links with pretty much anything, right? And Intercept Plus, as you guys know, really, really big play style to work with. So yeah, if you're looking for that CDM, strong defensive sort of player in that area, he's still going to be very, very solid to work with in the current meta of the game. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.